in spite of certain resistance from certain quarters, I think it is appreciable that the progressive writers, progressive thinkers, and progressive groups are making their presence felt. And they are making it very obvious that there are many things which they don't approve of and they don't appreciate. As far as I don't know what is the meaning of this word nationalism. If it is not acidic, if it is not full of hate and vendetta, some kind of bitterness, which is either real or imaginary version of history, then it is not good. But if nationalism means caring for the nation, loving the country, loving your people, then it's good. Not at all. You see, there can be one individual or two who may have their agenda or whatever. But you see, show business and any mass communication, by and large, cannot be successful if it is sectarian, if it is prejudice and bias. Cinema, poetry, art, they have to be secular. They have to be. It's almost, mandatory. Look at cinema. It's an expensive exercise and it should be appreciated by most of the people. So your consideration is that you should reach as many people as possible. And you cannot do that by propagating deep hatreds or prejudices. Sometimes people try it, and sometimes one of these pictures and some films can become successful in spite of that, because there are some other elements which have been appreciated by the audience. But ultimately, cinema or literature or poetry are the language of love. Yes, to some extent it's true. I must accept that. And there are right-wing forces, there are some toxic ideologies that definitely have risen their heads, and they have some propaganda machines in their hands. They are doing it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You see, we should not see any society, any country in a period of 10 years or 15 years or 20 years. India is ruled by a man called Aurangzeb for 50 years. But India remains India. It did not change. So I think if we see a nation or a country like India, as big as India, in a period of 2 or 3 decades, that won't be fair. You have to see them in centuries. Well, to be honest, at the moment I don't see much light at the end of the tunnel, but I am totally convinced that it will happen. Because this divide and this hatred and this distancing and these prejudices and suspicions are illogical and unnatural. So it will not sustain. It may take another 100 years or 200 years. But ultimately better sense will prevail, because that's the reality.